Okay, so good morning, everybody. This is just a quick video here today to give you a little bit of an outline of what is to come for this unit. So we will actually be starting a brand new unit on looking at how the Earth's surface changes. So we're actually going to shift gears from physics to a lot more Earth science. So if you go ahead and look where online learning is, and then you go to this week here, week 5, you're going to see a lot of stuff in here. So I want you to sort of take it slow when you're looking at all this stuff. But if you look at the very top, there always will be an agenda for the week all up here. So if we click on this agenda, you'll already see that there's a bunch of assignments uploaded. So today is Monday. Basically, there's an activity that looks at how to store nuclear waste. There's still going to be office hours, as you noticed, all throughout this week from 1 to 2 o'clock. But really, you have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to finish up activity number 1, which is going to be storing nuclear waste. And then Thursday, I'm going to upload a second activity, and then you'll have till Sunday at midnight to finish up that activity. So whenever you are trying to figure out what are we going to be doing for the week, there will always be an agenda for the week posted up here. Now, the first thing I want you to worry about and take a look at is right here, which is storing nuclear waste. It's just a little discussion to get your heads kind of thinking about what are we going to be looking at, what do we need to be thinking about, and eventually you're going to be looking at what nuclear waste is. So if we look here, activity 1 is the first activity that deals with storing nuclear waste. So here's a little quick reading that kind of jots down and goes over what are the basics of nuclear storage, what is it, where does it come from, because believe it or not, we actually have quite a few power plants in Michigan. So if we look here, the biggest thing of what the unit issues, our final project is going to be, is what are the potential sites for safe storage of nuclear waste? You will eventually need to be able to explain to me what sites in the United States would you use to actually store nuclear waste? And what are we going to investigate? We're going to look at is how the Earth's surface changes over time. Because when we want to store nuclear waste, we have to store it in the Earth's surface. So today, here is a quick, and so you're going to be looking at really and introducing this idea of what factors are we going to have to consider when deciding nuclear waste. So here's a picture from a power plant in Newport, Michigan. We actually have quite a few nuclear power plants in Michigan. If you are looking at this picture here, you're probably noticing some smoke. All of that smoke up there is actually water vapor, or water. So a lot of what you're seeing coming off the top of nuclear power plants is not any chemicals, it's not radiation, it's just water. So once you've worked on the discussion question that deals with what factors do you think we're going to need to consider, I'm going to have you try to worry about and start working on the reading. Now, the reading is just a way to give you some background information on what nuclear waste is, where it comes from, and really what people do with it. And once you're done, you're going to complete questions 1B, 1A, 2, and 3. And these will be submitted as a separate assignment. So if you look down here at analysis questions from the reading, that's where this assignment will be submitted. And then the second thing we're going to look at are these 2 maps. Now, these maps are going to be really important to us, especially later on in the unit, because these 2 maps deal with population density, so the amount of people per square mile. And then you also look at the location of power plants in the United States. So if you look in Michigan, it looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nah, we have 4. There's one really, really close on the Ohio and Michigan border. So these 2 maps are going to be super important for us. So the second part of the activity is going to be you analyzing these maps. So you're going to need to figure out what are 3 conclusions or 3 patterns you can notice about each one of these maps. And you're going to submit that as a separate assignment for analyzing maps, which is going to be your comparing and contrasting maps, which is down here. So really you have, the first thing is to respond to this discussion question, then complete the reading. Then I need you to answer these 4 analysis questions about the reading, and then over here comparing and contrasting maps. So Hopefully this video helps provide a little bit more insight as to what will be happening over these next couple days.